to give a nice, warm, graphic welcome to a very talented and gifted young man who is here to entertain us. So let's give it up for Mr. John Sundell.
Here's a song that I used to sing to my little boy when he was just a baby, because he liked to be jiggled. Little babies love to be jiggled because it reminds them of when they were in their mama's belly. They don't think about that. They just know it feels like that, and so it calms them down and it helps them go to sleep. Now my little boy is 4 and he likes to jump around to it. I went to the dance and the animals come. The jaybird danced with the horseshoes on. Grasshopper danced till they fell on the floor. Jiggle, 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 someone. Jiggle, 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 jiggle on home. Jiggle, 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 jiggle on home. Jiggle on home and jiggle on home. Jiggle, 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 jiggle on home. Now you can jiggle a little bit. Just don't want you to get too carried away, okay? The fishing worm danced the fishing wheel. The lobster danced on the peacock's tail. Baboon danced to the rising moon. Jiggle, 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 jiggle on home. Now see if you can do this chorus with me. It's really easy. Sing jiggle, 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 jiggle on home. Jiggle, 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 jiggle on home. Jiggle on home, jiggle on home. Jiggle, 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 jiggle on home. Try it again. Jiggle, 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 jiggle on home. Jiggle, 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 jiggle on home. That's it. Jiggle on home, jiggle on home. Jiggle, 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 jiggle on home. There you go. Now old Mama Rat took off her hat, shook around the house with the old tomcat. Alligator beat his tail on the drum. Jiggle, 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 jiggle on home. Jiggle, 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 jiggle on home. Heaven, jiggle, 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 jiggle on home. A jiggle on home, a jiggle on home. Jiggle, 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 jiggle on home. The floors did rattle and the walls did shake. The clouds did laugh and the world did quake. New moon rattled some silver spoons. Jiggle, 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 jiggle on home. Jiggle, 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 jiggle on home. Jiggle, 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 jiggle on home. Jiggle on home, jiggle on home. Jiggle, 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 jiggle on home. The nails flew loose and the boards fell down. Everybody dancing around and around. House fell down and the people went home. Jiggle, 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 jiggle on home. Jiggle, 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 jiggle on home. Jiggle, 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 jiggle on home. Jiggle on home, jiggle on home. Jiggle, 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 jiggle on home. Jiggle on home, jiggle on home. Jiggle, 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 jiggle on home. A jiggle, 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 jiggle on home. A jiggle, 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 jiggle on home. Okay, thank you very much. I want you to participate and get involved. You just don't want to pull all the attention over to you by getting too carried away. All right. Well, let me look at my sheet here. I've sort of forgotten what I'm doing here. Okay. Well, this was an interesting concert to plan for because normally I would not do 5th grade and kindergarten together, because you guys are real different ages and you like different kinds of things. But when Miss Needham told me that you guys had been reading Buddies, I feel confident that the 5th graders can appreciate things that from the point of view of a kindergartner as well as from your own point of view. Here is a song. I know a lot of you speak Spanish at home, and so do I. I'm married to a woman from Colombia, and my little boy is bilingual. And this is a song that comes from a lot of different Latin American countries. It's called La Pulga de San Jose. What's a pulga? Raise your hand if you can explain what a pulga is. It's a what? A pool? No, it's not a pool. What's a pulga? It's a what? I can't quite hear him. What's a pulga? A pulga is kind of an open store. It's a market, and it's also a little insect called a flea that gets on your dog. In English, a flea, it's also a flea market. I don't know, but it's related in the 2 languages. So this song is about somebody who goes to La Pulga, the flea market, and he buys a bunch of different instruments. And the fun of it is that you get to pretend you're playing those different instruments. Okay? So it goes like this. En la pulga de San Jose yo compré una guitarra. And then you play your guitar. Can you hold up your hands like you're playing a guitar? One hand goes out like that and the other strums. Ta-da-ta-da-ta-da la guitarra. Sing that with me while you play. Ta-da-ta-da-ta-da la guitarra. Now you guys can play too back there if you like. Ta-da-ta-da-ta-da la guitarra. Then sing by usted, which means you go to. By usted, a la pulga de San Jose. You go to la pulga de San Jose. That's it. En la pulga de San Jose, yo compré un clarinete. Play your clarinet. Ready? Nete, 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 clarinete. Guitar. Ta-da-ta-da-ta-da, la guitarra. By usted, a la pulga de San Jose. By usted, a la pulga de San Jose. En la pulga de San Jose, yo compré un violín, a violin, little instrument, like a little guitar. This goes under your chin. This goes up in your hand. Hold up your violin. You need a bow to play it, a stick with some horse's hair. Hold that with this hand. Lean, lean, violin, good. Nete, 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 clarinete. Tada, 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 la guitarra. By usted, a la pulga de San Jose. By usted, a la pulga de San Jose. A violon is a cello. It's like a big violin. Sits down on the floor and you hold it like this in a chair and your bow goes across, okay? En la pulga de San Jose, yo compré un violón. Ready? Lon, lon, violón. Lean, lean, violín. Nete, 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 clarinete. Tada, 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 la guitarra. By usted, a la pulga de San Jose. By usted, a la pulga de San Jose. En la pulga de San Jose, yo compré un tuntún, el tambor o drum. Tuntún, el tuntún. Lon, lon, violón. Lean, lean, violín. Nete, 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 clarinete. Tada, 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 la guitarra. By usted, a la pulga de San Jose. By usted, a la pulga de San Jose. Very good. Okay. You know, one of the things we like to do in reading now in school is get kids to read nonfiction, which is an information book, and fiction, which is a story made up on the same topic. It's fun to do that about animals. It's fun to do that about animals because animals sometimes have stories that have been made up about them a long time ago. And I'm going to tell you a story about a possum. Now, who can tell me something that a possum does that helps it survive from its predators? It plays dead, that's right. And the reason it does that is that when a predator comes to eat it, if it thinks it's already dead, it thinks, oh, that's not fresh meat, that's not very good, it's been laying around for a while. But if it kills it itself, it knows, oh, that's fresh meat, that's going to taste good. So the possum plays dead. Well, in this story, which is a tall tale, the possum who's playing dead, the story's going to exaggerate what he does when he plays dead, okay? This story comes from Cajun country down around Louisiana, and down there they speak a mix of French and English. It's kind of like Hispanic folks here who speak a mix of Spanish and English sometimes if you've grown up here. Well, down in Cajun country, they do that with French. So there's some French words. A rat de bois, okay, is a rat of the woods. That's the word for possum, okay? A coup de bâton, a bâton is a stick, and a coup is a hit. So a coup de bâton is to strike an animal over the head with a stick. And vieux is old. That's what the guy's wife calls him, vieux, old man. Okay? So here's the story. It's very quick. I was out in the swamp, and I was trapped all the day. I come back into the camp, and I say to my wife, "What you have fixed to eat? I am very hungry." She say, "Not much, vieux, not much." I pick up a few shrimp and a crab, and with them I make a gumbo. A gumbo is a soup. "Ah, chérie," I say, "a gumbo is very little for a man fatigued like me, a man tired like me. Why you not kill a chicken?" She say, "We only have one chicken left. It would be a mortal sin kill a beast like that." Well, just then I hear a caw out in the backyard. I throw open the door, I go out in the backyard, and there is a rat de bois, have our last hen by the neck. I pick up a stick, I give him a grand coup de bâton. I put his feet in the air. I say to my wife, "Look, look, the bon Dieu is bon, the good Lord is good to us. Now we're going to have meat to eat." So I take the hide over to Zebby. He the fur trader in the next camp. He going to take that hide and he going to sell it. He take that hide and he give me a bottle of wine for trade. I take that bottle of wine back and everything has come good. My wife, she fix up some bread. She fix up a stew. And a little while later, I open the oven to see how everything is going. Now, maybe you not believe this, but I open that oven, and there is the rat de bois. He's standing up in the pan. He had eat the potatoes. He had drink the grease. He come running out the door. He run between my wife's legs, knock over the bread, knock over the wine. He go running out through the door. He grab that hand, and he go running off. And that's not all. That night, he go back into Zebby's camp. He take the hide off of the wall, and he put it back on. Now that's something, huh? So you're all a little confused by that, fifth graders? Did you understand what happened? It exaggerated. He played dead so well, he stayed alive in that oven at 450 degrees. And while he was there, he ate up the stew, and then he came back on, and that's not all. He came back out, and he went back to Zebby, who had his hide, and he took that hide off of the stretching board, he put it back on, and he ran off. Now, could a possum really do that? No, it's an exaggeration, but it's based on something true, which is that a possum plays dead. This is called a mountain dulcimer. It's going to be a little hard to play with this little pick, but we'll see if I can keep it in my hand. Okay? It's an old mountain instrument, and I want to play you a song called Swing and Turn Jubilee. It's an old play party song. It's a song that kids used to dance to. They would dance to this tune, kind of like a Virginia reel. And what I like about it is the chorus says, "Swing and turn Jubilee, live and learn Jubilee." That learning doesn't have to be real hard. It can sometimes be fun and easy, just like dancing. And that's especially true when you're thinking about reading a book. Okay? Here we go. It's all out on the old railroad, it's all out on the sea. It's all out on the old railroad, far as I can see. Swing and turn Jubilee, live and learn Jubilee. Can you sing that with me? Swing and turn Jubilee, live and learn Jubilee. Swing and turn Jubilee, live and learn Jubilee. Some will come on Saturday night and some will come on Sunday. But if you give them half a chance, why, they'll be back on Monday. Swing and turn Jubilee, live and learn Jubilee. Swing and turn Jubilee, live and learn Jubilee. Coffee grows on the white oak tree, the river runs with brandy. Boys as sweet as a lump of gold, girls as sweet as candy. Swing and turn Jubilee, live and learn Jubilee. When I was a little boy, my mammy always told me if I didn't kiss the girls, my lips would soon grow moldy. Swing and turn, Jubilee, live and learn, Jubilee. Swing and turn, Jubilee, live and learn, Jubilee. The higher up the cherry tree, the riper grow the cherries. The more you hug and kiss the girls, sooner they get married. Swing and turn, Jubilee, live and learn, Jubilee. Swing and turn, Jubilee, live and learn, Jubilee. Okay, well, I'd like to do a little song that's, I think, especially appropriate for you guys. It was written by a friend of mine named John McCutcheon. It's called The Kindergarten Wall. Back when I was a kid, or maybe even not so long ago, there was a poem on a lot of the walls in kindergarten, and it said, all I need to learn, I learned in kindergarten. All I need to know, I learned in kindergarten. So the things you learn in kindergarten, and if you have the positive behavior system here like we do, we kind of continue working on those things. Treating other people with respect, sharing things, cleaning up your mess, and also okay, guys, kids, once you've got your books, I know this is tempting. You want to look at that stuff. I feel it, okay? But for right now, I need you to leave them in your bags, okay? Till the concert's over, okay? And then when that's not going on, then you can look at them, okay? I know that's tempting. You've got all that good stuff.
All you have to do, Mr. Sundell, is just say 1, 2, and how are you going to respond? 1, 2? I found you. And they're ready to roll.
Okay, all right. Here we go. And this has got a great part I want you to help me with, but I'll sing it for you first. When I was a little kid, not so long ago, I had to learn a lot of things I didn't even know. How to dress myself and tie my shoes, and how to jump a rope, how to smile for a picture without looking like a dope. But of all the things I learned, my favorite of them all was a little poem hanging on the kindergarten wall. And here's the poem. Of all you learn here, remember this the best. Don't hurt each other and clean up your mess. Take a nap every day and wash before you eat. Hold hands, stick together, look before you cross the street. And remember the seed in the little paper cup. First the root goes down and the plant grows up. Okay, so that's the chorus, but there are some motions to it, which I invite you all to do with me, okay? Of all you learn, put your hands up. Of all you learn here, remember this the best. Don't hurt each other and clean up your mess. Take a nap every day and wash before you eat. Hold hands, stick together, look before you cross the street. And remember the seed in the little paper cup. First the root goes down and the plant grows up. Okay, let's try the whole thing. You ready? Of all you learn here, remember this the best. Don't hurt each other and clean up your mess. Take a nap every day and wash before you eat. Hold hands, stick together, look before you cross the street. And remember the seed in the little paper cup. First the root goes down and the plant grows up. Great. Okay, here we go. It was first, second, third, fourth, and fifth grade too. I had to learn the big things that big kids do. How to add, subtract, and multiply, and read and write and play. How to sit in a little uncomfortable desk for nearly half a day. But of all the things I learned, still my favorite of them all was a little poem hanging on the kindergarten wall. You ready? Of all you learn here, remember this the best. Don't hurt each other and clean up your mess. Take a nap every day and wash before you eat. Hold hands, stick together, look before you cross the street. And remember the seed in the little paper cup. First the root goes down and the plant grows up. But lately I've been worried as I look around and see an awful lot of people acting foolish as can be. I know there's lots of things that I haven't mastered yet. Still I think there's real important stuff that grown-ups soon forget. Young man in the red, stop talking. Put your stuff away. Would you come out of there, please? Come out of there, please. Come forward. Walk out and sit over there with the adults.
Okay, come on, darling. Come on. Right here.
Thank you.
Sit right here.
Put your things away, boys and girls, and give me your complete attention. You ready? I'm going to play the guitar, okay, and you guys do the motions. You ready? You can do it and sing. Of all you learn here, remember this the best. Don't hurt each other. Remember those motions. Let's try that again. Here we go. Of all you learn here, remember this the best. Don't hurt each other and clean up your mess. Take a nap every day and wash before you eat. Hold hands, stick together, look before you cross the street. And remember the seed in the little paper cup. First the root goes down and the plant grows up. I said the root goes down and the plant grows up. Good job. Okay.